Max, what's your topic today?
All right. So, as opposed to what we were just talking about, which were endings, I want to talk about intros. And not wrestling themes. Sorry. Henry.
She's beauty. She's grace. This Kong has a funny face.
Thank you. But what are some of your favorite, or in your opinion, most revered, like movie intros? Say title screen scenes, opening scenes to whatever. Like credit, After Effects credit stuff. Like what are some from movies that you really liked? And a couple that I thought of. I want to even say that they have this. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like the same director, cinematography / photography. But I really like the opening to Watchmen with the Bob Dylan and. Like,
Oh yeah, so perfect.
Well, actually,
so good.
I even like that, and the beginning scene where a comedian flies the fuck out of the window, and then
Yeah.
leading into like this exposition of like the older heroes with the Bob Dylan playing over.
Again, that entire movie is another like point that I have, that Zack Snyder should be an artistic director, not a director.
Yeah, because he did have some like help with a lot
Really?
of help with direction with
Yeah.
Watchmen.
Best opening scene, Batman v Superman, with the bats lifting him up into the.
And he
Hold
does
now,
the voiceover
Bruce.
that doesn't happen for the rest of the movie. Like, it doesn't make
They
any
killed
sense.
that little girl's parents, and even worse, that little girl didn't want to be Robin. Now I'm mad. That, and I also liked Zombielands, which was kind of like
How does Zombieland open?
it was a lot like Watchmen's, where it was like kind of slow moving stuff going on with the
Yeah.
credits, and then you had For Whom the Bell Tolls play. So that's what I want to say. Are you looking it up?
I'm waiting for him to say Dark Knight.
Yep, Dark Knight. Holy shit, that
Dark
opening
Knight.
is so good, so good. It sets the pace of that movie so well. I'm going to talk about another movie that's where its intro sets the pace really well, and I think does it even better than The Dark Knight.
Elmo goes to Grouchland.
What?
Elmo goes to Grouchland.
Exactly. The Dark Knight's opening, where it just sets the tone, I would say, perfectly of what even is the actual beginning scene? Because what I'm thinking of is obviously the Joker robbery scene, but I don't think that's the first scene that happens.
I thought it was.
No, it is. Yes, you're right. Just like the beginning shot, and it's just like a random window gets like there isn't like I know that one's gonna get broken or something. You know, it's like this perfect like little building, this perfect little world, and something random happens, and that's something that like the Joker's all about, is like the sort of feeling of randomness,
chaos,
and yes, this chaos and damage, and just like his entire plan, and just
That scene where he has the mouth smile, but there's a mustache on his finger.
Oh, you made it worse somehow.
So it's just like that is so well done. Just because like you immediately understand right off the bat like who this Joker is, and like there's no like questioning. It's not like when you first see Jared Leto's Joker and you're like, what the fuck is this? It's like, holy shit, like this guy is in control. He knows what he's like. He's smart and he's psychotic and he needs to go.
Yeah.
And so that opening scene is just so well done. And then another movie that I think actually sets the pace and tone of the movie even better than The Dark Knight is The Social Network. I think The Social Network's like
With Ball and Biscuit playing.
yeah, like we're like, you know, like the opening scene where she's telling him like, you're gonna grow up thinking that people don't like you because you're a nerd, and that's not the reason. The reason is because you're a fucking asshole. And then he like goes from the bar like walking to his dorm, and like that, like the song playing, like the music playing in the background, sort of upbeat sort of, but like it's like a fast tempo, but it's sort of crazy in a way, and sort of like just like it
David Fincher's choices for like music to go with his intros and like opening credit shots are actually pretty interesting.
yeah.
Ding ding.
The one for Seven was appropriately creepy, and then the one for
Ding,
Social
ding.
Network was pretty good.
The like another one that I like, I like, you know, I love movies and I love intros, and you know, like obviously I pride myself on, you know, a lot of BZG's intros, almost all of BZG's intros. I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. So I love like the openings of things, right? Another one is like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where it's just like this I forget who the quote is and I forget what the quote says, but like the opening line, she's like, where Johnny Depp says like, we're on our way from shit.
I think the quote was "Swiggity swag, what's in the bag?" Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Those who have power are destined to abuse it. Auto rocket power.
It was like we're on our way from Barspo, or we're heading this way, and then like it just like opens up and it's like the car like speeding down the highway, and sort of that's another one where it's just like fucking crazy. I don't know, Henry, what do you got for me?
So I was looking at the movies that I've given 5 out of 5s for, because usually movies that get 5 out of 5s have good openings.
Yeah.
'Cause they're good movies. And the most recent 5 out of 5 I've given was a movie I saw just a few days ago. I saw Old Boy for the first time.
Oh, the Korean one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't fuck with that American version.
You like Spike Lee?
But that's a really good opening for setting the tone of the movie. Just like this weird, you're not sure what's going on, claustrophobic feeling.
Uncertainty, and there was a shot of like him at the police station too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like this bumbling dude. Oh yeah, that was really good.
I love the opening cinematography to Alien, like when they're on the planet. And it's just like mysterious and weird. And
Yeah.
like, what is that pilot thing? And then you find out in Prometheus and it sucked. Oh, he's a white dude.
Jesus Christ is a member of the Blue Man Group.
One of my favorite endings, and this isn't a joke, is Rango. I really love Rango the movie.
He won't stop.
But like that opening where it's him like in the fish tank and he's just like doing his Johnny Depp thing.
Yeah, just being weird.
Yeah. On guard. And then he just gets launched out into the desert. I love that movie.
It's a good one.
Oh, and I'm just going to say the best opening of all time will always be Raiders of the Lost Ark. Can you disagree?
Oh, you mean the whole like the temple raid?
Yeah, where he's
Alfred Molina dies. There's
No, Doc Ock.
the mayor from Chocolat. No.
Oh my god, I haven't thought about Chocolat in fucking ever.
I only watched. I remember my mom was watching it, and then I came into the room, and
That's
like,
another
saw
one
the
with Johnny
second
Depp,
half.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow. That's so weird.
coincidental.
One of the best endings is Batman and Robin because it instantly gets you prepared for the rest of it.
It's just like, this is gonna be bad.
This is gonna be
gonna be
something,
bad.
isn't it? I think we're forgetting one of the best intros of all time, though.
Cat in the Hat.
Close. The lemon stealing horror porno.
That's a good one. Yeah. Oh, I love my lemons.
What the fuck?
So much exposition, and you immediately know the intentions and personalities of the characters.
And you know that they're not taking it seriously whatsoever. Like they're trying their hardest just not to laugh.
So much that
Hella
they're
hard.
just like looking up so they don't see this lady just stuffing lemons down.
Hey, what the fuck?
Hey, what the fuck?
Hey, what the fuck?
She's stealing our lemons.
We're gonna punish you, you lemon stealing whore. Oh Jesus! If you ever need to like just laugh at something like
You
just
need to
fucking
laugh while you
awful,
jerk.
just like that is the perfect thing. Woo! Oh Jesus! I would say
Oh. What about Up?
Don't do this to me.
Up is a really good one. Just be that is still like one of the most tragic fucking like stories that could be told in like a 6-minute span. I think. I think that's about
10 minutes.
yeah, and it's like it's so fucking tragic.
Dude. On a happier note, like now I'm thinking of like animated movies. The Incredibles was really good for an opening. Like,
Oh yeah,
because it's all right before Mr. Incredible has.
because
Like,
it's sort of
office
like
job.
that's another one where it's like it sets like what the film is going to lead up to be.
Yes.
Because you have this sort of like feeling of it's almost like a spy thriller and
Yeah.
superhero movie
Mix.
and then like immediately after it's like
It's like
oh it's boring and it's like
Drab.
it's life and whatnot and then it slowly builds back up to that and that is a really good one as well.
Brad Bird.
Because it sets up like because you know, like a lot of movies like do like we're gonna show you like the opening scene is really going to be like the middle of the story.
Yeah.
And so like this is sort of like a flash forward. And then we get to the beginning of the story.
Record scratch.
And that was like a really good like
You may wonder why I got here.
which is almost every film in the 90s.
I can't stop thinking about it. They keep doing that in Goodfellas, and every time they do it, I just want to hear.
But that was like Incredibles did it so well where like they didn't show you like a scene in the middle of the movie. They showed you what the tone of the middle of the movie was going to be. And that is like a really well done thing. So I just Incredibles fucking awesome. I can't wait for Incredibles 2 when that comes out in like
Brad
15
Bird
years.
gave like a little update recently, didn't
Yeah, he said they're changing the direction of the movie and yada yada. I'm going to talk. By the time you're either listening to this or watching this, I'd talk about it on the latest episode of BCG News. So
all movies are bad.
I would say almost. No, I need to look something up. I'm trying to look something up. I'm trying to remember the opening to every single Toy Story movie.
Because you got a friend in me.
But what's like the opening scene in like Toy Story?
Toy Story 2 is the scene in the video game, and Toy Story 3 is the scene in the imaginary world.
And
Toy Story 3?
Yeah.
And
Where
then
there's the train and then the giant hand.
Right.
And then Toy Story 1 was when Tom
You
Hanks
got a
gets
friend.
transformed into Woody by the spell book or whatever.
I don't think that's the opening to Big.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Toy Story, the movie where Tom Hanks has AIDS.
What?
Just mixing Tom Hanks plots is always funny.
Look at me. Look at me. Look
Forrest
at me.
Gump.
Forrest Gump.
I mean, what I like to do sometimes is I like to watch Big, and the moment he turns into an adult, I take out the movie and put in Saving Private Ryan.
Jesus.
I hate life.
I would say
Right to
another
Battle of Normandy.
like really great opening to a movie would be Usual Suspects.
Where you suspect them.
Yes, and they're usual. And just sort of like that's another one where like it's like all chaotic and we're slowly gonna try to like piece the story together. And you know, just fucking the acting chops of Kevin Spacey, just so well done. He knows how to limp. Let me tell you, he knows how to just I limp.
Kevin
Spacey. A weird one, because I think this movie is fantastic, but I don't think it is a good opening, is The Departed. I feel like The Departed opens up really weirdly.
They don't
A little
depart.
bit.
Yeah. But and that movie slowly gets way like after that like first 3 minutes, I would say, like it gets way better, but like those first couple minutes you're like what's going on here? Did you have any more examples where you're like, oh, I fucking love this, or yada yada yada?
None that I like just starkly hate or have distaste for, but mostly ones that I think are like, oh, really good. Or
Yeah.
my favorite just being the Watchmen one.
Oh, okay, yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
just a good like.
Yeah, that is a really good, and then you know the rest of the movie is good.
Yeah.
Good. I'm trying to think of one more before we go to the next topic.
The first battle in Saving Private Ryan's really damn crazy.
With Tom Hanks is big. You watch Saving Private Ryan after watching the final episode of Bosom Buddies.
What?
You can think of like, oh man, this might have to be a topic for another day, but like TV show episode intros that are also really good. Most of the It's Always Sunny cold openings.
Oh yeah, Always Sunny openings are the fucking best because it's even like because they're being like a lot of them are very like predictable, but that's almost why they're funny. Where it's just like. No, it's not like Dee's gonna die or anything, and then the title is called like
the gang sets Sweet Deal.
yeah, so, exactly. So there's just like little moments like that. In
Sum
shows.
up the entire 2016 election with "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" episode title.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, Henry, did you have any more where you just like love the
All
intro?
film is bad.
All film is bad.
All film's
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Except
Princess
for Rango,
Mononoke.
apparently.
It's
Princess Mononoke.
Oh.
with the board. It made me cry as a kid.
Oh.
It was scary.
Well, because his skin melted off, and he's just like, "You humans suck," and you're like, "Oh, I feel bad as a
I'm
person."
burned. I didn't see that movie till I didn't finish that movie till I was like 17 because I kept getting scared off by the intro.
My mom had me watch that immediately after Spirited Away. And Spirited Away, I was also used to like Kiki's Delivery Service and My Neighbor Totoro. So I'm just like, okay,
So terrifying.
So I was Spirited Away. It was like kind of spooky, but it still got that like light fairy tale kind of vibe to it and ending. And then my mom was just like, "No, watch this," and I'm like, "What's gore?" And she's
Fear.
like, "Oh,
Spange.
Spange." But yeah, that was also a good
Rated
opening.
R for Spange.
Yeah, that movie was a good opening as well. Princess Mononoke.